Jenn Cameron, my guest for the evening. You know exactly where you can find her at sexynursejen_VIP. 2 N's in Jen, by the way. Links to all of her social media are in the episode description below. As we always say, make sure you support the content creators that come on this show. It's their livelihood. They're giving you something. Give something a little bit back. Jen, thanks so much for coming on with me tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So let me start with just the boring question every interview always starts with. But I want to dive in. I want to see where you came from, where you're going, and I want to show that to the audience. So you are living a quote-unquote vanilla life, and then the next day you are working in the adult entertainment industry. How do we get there? What is the train tracks of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So it started first just with OnlyFans, and that was during the pandemic. And I was seeing like all these news articles of these regular women, like moms just like me, making all this money on OnlyFans. And I was in RN school at the time, and I was paying out of pocket. So I was like, okay, maybe that could like offset some of my tuition costs, because I was already working so much, like picking up overtime just like wasn't an option because I was already working as much as I could. So I was like, okay, like how hard could this be? It's really hard.
So, okay. By the way, my show, the problem is I interrupt too much, so I will just allow you to continue on with that. So you decide you're going to do OnlyFans, right?
I'm going to do OnlyFans.
Okay.
So it didn't quite take off the way that I was anticipating. I think I missed that bubble.
Okay.
When everybody, I think I came in after that. For the first year, I just did solo content.
Okay.
And then I started to get bored with that.
Okay.
I mean, there's only so much you can do by yourself.
I'm aware, yeah. I mean, I have fun with it, but yes, I am aware there is only so much you can do.
So I was ready to take the next step and do some like boy-girl content, not knowing, I didn't know anybody else in the industry.
Okay.
So like not knowing like where to go.
Yeah, you're just coming into it like completely green to everything, right?
Everything. I knew nothing. I knew nothing about anything. I made a profile on Sexy Jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So I go on there and I'm like, okay, maybe I could get like hired to do something. Maybe I could meet somebody else that I could like work with. We could like, I didn't even know what collab was back then. I just like thought we could just like make content together.
Sure.
You know?
Let me ask, how many thousands of fake offers and bullshit offers did you go through on Sexy Jobs first?
I don't even mess with Sexy Jobs anymore.
Sure. Why would you? Yeah.
It's like, there's so many scams on there.
Sure.
But I got hired for a job that wasn't a scam.
Okay.
I'm going to shout out. It happens to be my best friend now, but that's how I got into the industry is West Philly Dungeon.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm a Jersey guy, so I'm kind of aware of them at least. Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
So, Austin with West Philly Dungeon, he hired me, to do a sex scene. I had no idea. I show up and I have no idea what I'm going to do. He thought I was going to flake. He was like, I don't even think this woman is going to show up.
And then you did.
I did. And I had a lot of fun.
So, okay, my second question on here, and it's okay that you spoiled it because you gave information, but my second question is, did you have any jobs before you got into the adult entertainment industry? So you told us you were an RN, right?
Yeah, I'm still a nurse.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Well, okay. My question is, did any of those skills translate into the porn world? Like, I interviewed a performer last night who originally was in the Army, and the question of that came up, and it was structure, organization. I know I have to, stick to my schedule. Yeah. I know blah, 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 the structure. Did nursing school, anything like that give you any kind of skill coming into this industry? Like you said, you were green coming in, you didn't know exactly what you were doing, but
people skills for sure.
Sure.
Because you're in this industry, you're meshing with all different personalities. And
and networking and like being kind to people and
Very
friendly but
kind.
professional
and patient.
Okay.
Yeah.
When do you have to be patient with people? Is there a time in the porn industry when you need to be patient? Is that like guy's not working great today and he's trying to get himself hard over there? Or when do you have to be patient?
Like when I'm waiting for the pop shot, I have to be patient.
Okay. Oh, see,
I know me staring at them, just waiting and willing it to happen, doesn't help.
Okay. I think that's a fair one. Okay. According to Ashley Madison, I have you seen this before or no? Okay. Healthcare.
I know what Ashley Madison is.
Sure.
Okay.
They did a study, and healthcare workers are the number one profession in the country that commits infidelity. Why is that? Now that you are experienced in the healthcare world, you're experienced in the sexuality world a little bit more, is there anything you recognize in that job or in the personality of the people that would make them a little more sexual, a little more willing, a little more flirty, whatever it might be that causes that number?
Can I ask a follow-up question?
I mean, I didn't make the survey, but you're welcome to ask.
If there is like a caveat to that, is it infidelity at work?
That's an interesting question.
General?
Okay. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to look this up in the moment. So tell me, let's try and break it. If it is at work, why would that be? Yeah.
Because you're spending so much time there. And especially like during COVID, you're like trauma bonded to these people.
Sure.
You know, your coworkers are the only other people that know what you experienced during the day. Like when you go home to your spouse, they don't know what you did all day. They don't know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And I mean, most people spend way more time at work than they do at home.
That's true. Yeah. Well, awake at home. Yeah, for sure. Because you're sleeping a third of it, maybe.
You know, and nursing specifically, like the schedules are crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. This, again, the performer I spoke to who was in the army or military, I should say, I don't know which branch. She said one of the things, and you'll actually maybe be better equipped to answer this because I don't remember exactly what she said in terms of when you're in intense situations, like hectic, crazy, maybe you just even saw death, your first like lizard brain type instinct is to want to breed. Have you ever heard that before?
Actually have heard that.
Okay.
It's like an adrenaline like response. I heard that. I don't know. I don't think I'm one of those people.
Okay.
But I absolutely have heard that.
Do you think undersea welders just have constant hard-ons all the time, like walking around on the bottom of the ocean? Like I can't, guys who, I don't know, catch sharks or something, have giant rods.
Like you just maybe witnessed a death or whatever and like seeking comfort.
Okay.
I don't know about like ready to breed.
Sure. I don't know. Anytime I see a death, I always think time to breed, time to drop a load. I don't, that's just me though.
Do it. Yeah.
Okay. So you said something that was really interesting to me. You go, I'm working this job, or you were in school and you were nursing and this and that. And then you're like, I need to make a little extra money. Now, you didn't have time for overtime. Totally get that. A lot of people would be like, maybe I'll start an Etsy store. Most people don't go like, go shoot porn instead. Was there?
I honestly, I was also like coming out of a 10-year marriage.
Okay.
And overall, I was married twice back to back, literally divorced my first husband, not even divorced all the way yet.
Right.
I'm in a relationship with, ends up being hubby number 2. So for 20 years of my life, I was married.
Right.
So this was like my first, getting out of that second marriage was also the first time I ever lived alone.
Wow. Okay.
Like I had never lived alone before. I had all this free time that I could do whatever I wanted to do. I could do it. There was nobody to tell me no. And I'm like, I'm just I don't know. I like to live on the edge a little bit, I suppose.
Well, and I guess that's kind of the deeper question there. Because again, a lot of free time, no longer in a relationship. My first thought is, well, make like a website or build something over here. So did you just kind of naturally have that sexuality to you?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, I've seen this scenario played out before with performers as well. And this isn't meant to be an insult, and if it's too personal, let me know. Was your sex life prior to the industry leaving you wanting more, and that's why you were interested in making this jump? Or was it good before and you just wanted to keep good sex going?
No.
Was it bad, not bad, but less than stellar the whole time? Or was it a general complacency that happens in marriage?
I think it was the general complacency. You've been married, you've been together so long. It's like we were to the point where it was like, can you like move your head a little bit so I can see SVU? You know, like.
Okay, all right. And then when that happens, it's harder to be sexy when it's like, yeah, right?
It like, I explained it to my ex. I was like, I feel like it's like another chore. It's like doing the laundry. It's like just something else that I got to do during the week. We got to get it done.
Man, I bet that felt good for him, huh? Yeah. By the way, fucking you is a chore. I just need you to know that, honey, by the way.
Like doing the laundry. I just got to get it done on a Wednesday night, and I know it.
Okay, so you do your first boy-girl scene. You did that with West Philly Dungeon, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what type of scene was it? Just a straight sex scene? Was West Philly Dungeon makes me think of bondage.
It was a rougher, like face fucking. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, you say whatever you want.
Okay. Like face fucking. There was like some spanking. There was like some choking. I was down for all of it.
Now, did any of that fit into your personality before, or was it like, we're going to try this?
No, I was like, let's do it. Like when I decide to do something, I'm all in.
Sure.
Like
was
I don't.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, I don't just like dip a toe in. Right. I'm like all in.
Was there any anxiety when you go to show up to shoot that, though?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, okay.
Like I could have powered my car on anxiety when I was driving there. It's like, I don't know what to expect. I will say that his camera person like made the experience like top notch. Like the camera guy really put me at ease. So I'm not going to ask you to call anyone out, but now that you have done more scenes, I can assume you've been on good sets and bad sets, right? Have you been on any bad sets yet? Again, just so you know, any of these questions I ask, I am not going to ask you to call anyone out by name. Yeah. You're free to shout out anyone doing a good job. But I've been pretty lucky. Okay. I haven't been like on anything that's like gone. I mean, there's things that definitely like haven't gone as smoothly as I would have liked them. Sure. Or, you know, but I haven't been like on like anything bad.
Right. My question is more just, is there anything to you that stands out that separates a good set from a bad set? Or a less than great set? Is there something where you've shot with, say, Studio A and you go, wow, they really take care of their people and do this and that? The Studio B is fine. You haven't had bad experiences with them, but it's just not the same level of caring or understanding or talking to you or sitting down, whatever it is. Okay. Is there a difference between the two that you felt yet? Maybe not. Great if not.
This is going to sound funny.
Okay.
Snacks.
The one I got from a girl the other day that I interviewed said just a clean shower. She goes, I would just like a shower that wasn't covered in grime. Like maybe just clean it a little bit before I show up so I can wash the cum off of me at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah. Like having snacks, like is, yeah.
I agree, but I like, I don't know. I'm so unconfident and disgusted with my own body. I couldn't be seen like eating a snack and then knowing I have to be hard a half hour from now. Like I can't be eating Cheez-Its and like looking at my limp dick thinking like it's never going to work and they don't know it yet.
It wasn't a hard shoot like that it went badly. It was just like a hard shoot. Sure. It was an anal scene and it was like a rough anal scene and I had no snacks. I had no snacks, and my blood sugar, like, I think I was running on adrenaline, like, during the scene. And, like, when I was done, like, my blood sugar just, like, bottomed out. And I was like, I felt so sick. So when I was the second day on set, I would be like, I gotta run to the bathroom. I gotta pee. And I would, like, go nibble on my granola bar.
That's so funny. I have a medical question for you. 2 medical questions.
Okay.
See, the audience doesn't know I'm secretly turning this into my annual physical, and we're just gonna work this out this way, and then I don't have to go see a doctor. No, my wife and I were talking about circumcision earlier.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'm cut, but I don't have like a opinion either way, personally. She, like a lot of women, was like, "Ooh, the looks, this and that." What is your opinion on circumcision? And do you have a preference? Do you not have a preference?
Like comfort?
Yeah, I don't know what the question is.
Like uncircumcised is like more comfortable.
Okay.
Look, I don't have a preference as long as you know how to clean it.
Okay, that's important.
It's very important.
Sure.
Like, as long as it's clean, I have no preference.
Have you had to, and again, no names unless you want to, have you had to be on set and tell someone you have to go clean your dick, man?
No, thank God.
Okay.
Thank God. No.
Okay. All right.
No, but like, I'm a mother of boys. And I just like the amount of times that like I would catch them, like they're supposed to be getting a shower, brushing their teeth, and they're just standing there with the water running. So like, I know, like, I know what goes on.
Yeah, we grew up in a house of boys too. So yeah. A lot of bullshit and diversion is what happens with boys. Okay. All right. So medically, how do you feel about circumcision? Does it have any is it good or bad? Well, I don't know. I don't even know what the question. I was flipping through Twitter and I was streaming it to my TV, and Jenn, my wife, not Jenn Cameron, who makes sure we check out at sexynursejen_VIP exactly where you think it is, and also links to everything in the episode description. So Jenn and I were watching Twitter, just scrolling through it, and I saw a big uncut dick, and she was like, "Whoa!" So I had to bring more of them up so I could just scroll through and go, "What do you think of this one? You like this one? Do you see this? Do you see how it's hanging over? Blah blah blah." Are there medical benefits to it that we should still be doing in 2025? And again, I have no preference. I'm not like some men's rights advocate or something.
Like, as a nurse, so I did a maternity rotation, and I actually saw a circumcision being done. Okay. They just they put this thing that looks like a cookie cutter on the tip. Okay. And they just twist it. Mm-hmm. And the extra dough comes off, and they just toss it.
All right, we're gonna take a vomit break, folks. Look. No,
I don't think it serves a medical purpose, honestly.
Just cleanliness, they say, right?
I get. Like, me personally, I mean, God forbid my boys ever hear this podcast. My boys are all circumcised.
Okay.
Because I grew up with brothers. Boys are, no offense, boys are gross.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to teach them how to clean that.
That's a fair point. Jenn, my wife, because we were talking about kids in the next few years, and she says, I mean, we can leave them uncut if you want, but I don't know how to clean that. And I was like, I don't exactly know how to clean if we have a girl either, but I'm going to have to learn that. This is on the parents. We need to clean our kids and teach them how to clean themselves and all that shit.
Do you know, my kids are grown, so I don't have an ear to the ground, what parents are doing. Mm-hmm. These days. Are most kids circumcised or uncircumcised? Because you don't want your kid to look different than everybody else.
Well, what is really fun is in 2025, and probably going back the last 8 years, maybe even, we've taken a medical thing and turned it into a political issue. And what's great about that is we can fight about it all day and make up arguments either way, and neither of us can be right on anything. So nowadays, What are people doing? What are parents doing when their kids are being born? I don't know. They're, they're checking on who they voted for and seeing what that person thinks, it seems like. It's like...
I feel like if I had to guess, I'm going to guess. I would say that more kids are probably uncircumcised.
Let's look it up. I rarely do this. Like, let's go to... But this is interesting. Okay.
And if I'm right, I'll tell you why. I think that.
Rates in the USA since 1970. Let's see. It looks like it's down, but not as drastically as you would think. If So in 79, it was about 66%, 65 and a half, maybe somewhere around there. And this only goes up to 2010.
That are circumcised or uncircumcised?
Circumcised.
Okay.
64%. And then in 2010, again, you are probably right on this, but that's the latest statistics I have, 58%. So might have dropped a little bit.
I don't know. My thought is if parents don't want to vaccinate their kids, they're probably not going to circumcise them.
So I think that's the political lines it goes down.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I either will trust everything every doctor ever says, please do whatever to my kid, or I don't trust anyone who wears a lab coat, fuck them, send them to the camps. Like it's really, really stupid to politicize health personally. I think from both sides, it's dumb. Okay, my last health question, I think.
Okay.
All right, I have it written this way. Let's see if it makes sense. I'm sure you live a healthy lifestyle. From what you've seen in the adult industry, what seems like the most destructive behaviors that girls should curb before it leads to long-term health effects?
Drugs.
Okay, sure. Yes, for sure. Yes. 100%. Yeah. Don't...
The vaping, drugs, partying.
Vaping. Yeah. Don't ram Molly up your nose 3 nights a week necessarily. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Things. Can I ask you this? Let's play another game. Your idea with the numbers in terms of circumcision. Here's an interesting one. We have seen a rise of... I'm 37. I turned 38 in November. We've seen a rise of colorectal cancer in younger people, right? I assume it's processed foods, it's lack of exercise, sedentary lifestyle, this and that. Let's take it in a weird, crazy direction.
Okay.
I also imagine over the last 20 years with the prevalence of the internet and porn, anal sex has been on the rise. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't fucking know. Is there anything destructive? I know there is, but can you tell me what is destructive about anal and when does it become destructive? Is it like a couple times a month? It's okay. Twice a day? Bad? What is...
I'm not up on my anal sex statistics.
Okay.
I know I can tell you, do not ever stick anything up there that doesn't have like a flared base.
Have you ever seen it in the hospital?
So don't do that.
Okay.
Like I know that 100% because it's like an endless highway. Once it goes up there, it's up there.
Sure.
Don't do that. I don't know if there's like a correlation between like anal sex and colorectal cancer.
I don't know. I think, if you think about it, I interview newer girls coming into the industry as well. And a lot of them are just like, yeah, sure, go ahead, throw it wherever, I speak to a lot of like girls in their 20s who have been in the industry for a while who are all like, I prefer anal. I just like it better. And then I think about what you said earlier about guys not knowing how to clean their dick necessarily the right way all the time. And I think introducing more bacteria or viruses or whatever, long-term effects potentially.
It could be. So I have to say that I just started doing anal in my career.
In your career or your life?
In my career.
Okay.
I've done it in my personal life, but I just started like doing it in my career, so it happens a little bit more than it would in my personal life.
Okay.
And when I decided that I was going to do it, I got like these dilators.
Okay.
I like had a friend walk me through it. I got these dilators. I practiced like every day for 3 weeks before my first scene. Cause I was like, I gotta be able to do this.
Right.
But I was worried that like I was going to get all stretched out.
Like permanently.
Permanently. I was so worried about that. So my friend is like, look, he was like, people that are practicing to do splits, when they stand up, are they falling into a split every time? No.
Sure.
Like your butt's not going to get, it's like, it's a muscle. It'll go back. You'll be fine. So.
Sure. Yeah. Now, if you had never practiced for a split and you are 400 pounds and you try and do one and you snap all the ligaments in your leg, maybe you'll never walk again. I don't know for sure. But if you're
like, I think that like you shouldn't just jump right into anal. I don't think you should ever like just like have not ever done it and then decide like, okay, today's the day. Let's just do it without practicing. I wouldn't recommend that.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's fair. Jen, let's do something I like to call stat check. Now, these numbers are entirely inaccurate. They come from the Internet Adult Film Database, which is, it doesn't track a lot of OnlyFans stuff. It only tracks some collaborations. It's not a good metric to say anything. But when I have you on a year from now and you're a big superstar and you're covered in awards, we can look back at it and go, look at how tiny your career was at that point. Like shit like that. That's how I talk in my personal life. Stat check. Scenes, I have 11. Guys you've worked with, I have 7. Girls you've worked with, 1. No AVN noms and no AVN wins yet. Is that correct? I mean, are the nominations at least correct?
Yeah, those are correct.
They never get them right, so that's nice.
Maybe scenes, maybe they're talking like pro scenes.
Not even, it like doesn't even include all of the, it sucks. It's not a good metric, but it's, it's all I have that I'm basing it on. So only one girl you've worked with. I read an article or an interview with you, where you seemed like prior to coming into porn, you may have been in the same mindset as like the incels that are online saying nasty things on Twitter. Did you say you didn't really love women before you did the Team Skeet scene?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you were in there with hate groups like can't stand chicks. I'm just kidding. I don't know
if I would go that far. I've definitely like my entire life, probably up until porn, like I've always had like more guy friends.
Sure.
Than girlfriends. I don't know.
Yeah.
Less drama, I don't know. I'm a boy mom. I don't know.
I totally get it.
With brothers, I just have more in common with guys. So yeah, no, like that Team Ski was the closest I've ever been to another vagina in my entire life.
Yeah. Okay.
And I do it on screen. Like I didn't practice ahead of time. I'm just like, all right, we're doing it.
Your comment. So your commentary on that scene that I read was very funny, I believe. It was, you go through the script and the director or producer, whoever it was on set, was like, well, this sucks. We're not going to do this. Let's just ad-lib something.
And brand new. I had never been on a pro set before. I had never done like any kind of like acting like that before.
Mm-hmm.
So it did not go smoothly.
But are you happy with the experience you gained doing that?
Oh my gosh.
Totally.
Yeah.
Cool.
And and watching those scenes, like you can't tell that it didn't go smoothly.
Okay.
Like I know that it didn't, but
Sure.
like watching it, I mean, you can kind of tell that I was like pretty stiff.
Okay.
Like if you watch like my stuff that I do now versus like those early scenes, I am very stiff. And
Okay.
I'm so nervous.
Okay.
So nervous.
I just, it's like, I know I interview people, I talk to people. I can't imagine what it would be like being in front of a camera to shoot porn. So it's like nothing but respect in the confidence and the whatever else you women go through. The guys, I mean, they have giant dicks that can stay hard. I'm not really feeling anything for them. But I'm like, well, I mean, I respect them, I guess, but
no, they have a hard job.
Yeah, I don't doubt that, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, this gorgeous guy with a big dick. Oh man, I feel bad. Get out of here. No, I'm not going to do that. Do you, what do you think? All right, I want to delve into your content now, but let me ask this one first. What is the most intense scene you've ever shot? Not necessarily bad, but just intense, where either maybe you considered like, I can't do this, or going into it, you were scared and it was okay when you got there. What was like the most intense thing you've done?
DP Diva.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask about that too. So
I was so proud of myself for that scene.
You should be.
I can tell you that my vanilla friends don't want to see the pictures. They do not care. They don't want to see them.
Really?
Okay.
Are you okay? That's interesting to me. Do you have vanilla? Okay, what do your vanilla friends think of you in this world? Is this like a complete 180, or did they see something in your personality? They'd be like, Jen's always been like superstar. No, superstar sounds silly, but like
these are like vanilla friends that I've met like since I've been single.
Gotcha.
So they're like newer vanilla friends.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no, they're not. Yeah.
Do you
They're just non-industry.
Do you remain in contact with any non-industry friends from
Not
years?
Really.
Oh, okay. Bummer.
But I kind of lost track of them, like having kids, getting married, you know.
Totally fair.
Like, I kind of lost track of them before any of this.
So you shoot that DP scene. First off, again, congratulations on that.
I was so proud of myself for like I asked a lot of my body that day and it delivered. So
let me ask, how do you decompress from that afterwards, or any of your scenes? Like, do you have to decompress, or are you okay? Are you just like, we're done the scene, I'm back to my normal self now and whatever?
It was like just like relief. Like, because I hadn't been like eating a ton because, you know, it's DP. I wasn't eating a lot. It was just like in the back of my head, like, how's this going to go? Am I going to be able to do it? You know, so when it was done, it was just like relief.
We know you love snacks too. So,
and I went home and I ate and I went to bed. I went home and I went to bed.
Well, I would too. Well, I'd sit on a frozen bag of peas for a couple hours, but then, I'd go to bed after that, probably. Yeah. This is a rude question, not of you, and I wouldn't ask you to name them directly. Have you had to fuck any guys that you were just totally not attracted to yet? And go ahead.
Fortunately, there's definitely been some that I've not had chemistry with.
Sure.
Like, I would say that's like a bigger problem. Since I do make a lot of my own content, I get to decide who I want to work with.
Gotcha.
And there's something attractive about them to me in some way. Maybe It's their personality. Maybe it's their sense of humor. You know, sometimes it is 100% physical. Gotcha. But I get to, pick who I want to work with.
Okay. All right.
And I've been pretty lucky, on the pro side of things, that I've had some really nice co-stars, and, we might not have been lighting the screen on fire, but it was not a bad experience.
So looking back at some of those scenes, can you ever look at the ones where, can you see the difference in chemistry? Can you read it personally and go oh no? Do you think other people can see it too? I
feel like they can.
Okay. All right. I didn't notice anything, but I don't know. And obviously I tell my wife all the time, I'm doing research for my show. I'm just watching your porn. But okay. All right. So let's delve into that. What type of content am I going to see on your OnlyFans? Which of course is at sexy nurse Jenn _VIP. Links to everything in the episode description. So you do your own stuff. Again, you came from nursing. Did you have any concept of this stuff, or was this all your buddy?
I didn't start watching porn until I started making porn.
Wow.
So I had never even watched porn.
It's so funny to me because I always have a question in here, and I took it off. My question was who were some of your porn inspiration? And some of the biggest performers in the world, they're I never watched porn. I didn't see it before. No. It's all dudes. Okay. All right.
And even now, what I watch is I'll watch my stuff, when I get it back from my editor, I'll go through it and make sure everything looks good. Sometimes one of my friends will send me one of their clips that they want me to watch, for some reason, or what shows up in my Twitter feed.
Okay.
Like, that's the extent of the porn that I'm consuming.
Wow. Yeah. It's all for dudes, it seems like. I don't know the traffic on the big websites, but I assume it's like 99.7% dudes going to stuff like that. I don't know. Do you have a lot of women who are signed up to your OnlyFans? Not a lot, but some women who are signed up to your OnlyFans? I don't think
so.
Really?
Maybe couples.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
No, men. And like the content that I make, I do a lot of like naughty nurse stuff.
Okay.
And cheating wife.
So I want to jump into those, but let's ask, am I getting like a daily picture of you, a weekly picture, a monthly video? Do you have any kind of schedule worked out, or is it like when the creativity hits you, we're putting something out?
So you get a new scene every week.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like a new scene every week. And then when I feel like I'm looking cute or something, I'll take a selfie and I'll post a picture.
Okay.
But you get like a new scene every week, and you get and you'll see teasers to other scenes that are coming like during the week.
Okay. So this is a real technical I had on Cubby Thompson, one of the like hottest women in the world. And my question to her was about her calendar and if she has to order in advance. And I just think to myself, I go, what are you, an idiot? So my question to you is, how many weeks in advance do you have stuff like lead time to put out?
So I have someone that helps me.
Sure. It's fine.
And I don't know what.
Okay.
I don't know how far out. Probably, I would say like at least a month at a time, I imagine.
Wow. Okay. That's nice. That's really smart. It's, if you get sick or something, you can't do it that week. Do you shoot the stuff yourself and then he edits it, or is that the person who helps you with everything, like every aspect of it?
So what I like that happens is West Philly Dungeon and we travel together. And when we're traveling together, he'll shoot for me, I'll shoot for him.
Okay.
I'm not good personally at like doing the tripod thing.
Okay.
I've like met other content creators that are really good at filming their own stuff. I'm not.
Okay. All right.
So
well, at least you know your limitation on that one.
Yeah, I'm not good at it. So I prefer to have a camera person.
Okay.
I prefer for it to be West Philly Dungeon. It can't always be him, but I prefer it to be him.
Sure.
And then I have an editor that does all the editing.
Do you do custom videos at all?
When I get the requests, I don't get a whole lot of custom requests.
Okay. All right. Has there been anything you've had to turn down?
No.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's good.
Not that I can say, like, nothing that like sticks out that I was like, no, there's no way I'm doing that.
Well, it sounds like you've cultivated a group of non-creeps to enjoy your stuff, which is very nice,
I feel like that. So I was talking to a content creator last night, and she was like telling me like about all the requests that she gets, like a guy just wanted her to like stand in the corner, like she was in trouble, like just stand in the corner. I'm like, no, I don't get stuff like that. She was like, he wanted me to do like, another guy wanted me to do like the pee-pee dance. I'm like, I don't get any of that stuff.
Is there any of that stuff that you would just be is there anything in the industry, and we take like the horribly gross and illegal stuff out of it?
You just take it out.
I used to call it sack shit animals kids. Like, those are eliminated, because I would ask performers, I'd be like, what is something you have no interest, any kink or fetish you have no interest in pursuing? And a big name porn star would always say something like, oh, well, I wouldn't fuck a kid. And I'd be like, yeah, no, I gotcha. No, right? I know. If you said you would, this episode wouldn't come out. So that's not going to work. So let's eliminate all that stuff. All the stuff that is like within the realm of, I can go find this on Pornhub. What is something you just kind of like have no interest in pursuing? Maybe if you got a request for it, this would be your first where you'd be like, ugh, I'm not really into that type of thing.
Like, one of my no's is like, you can pee on me. You cannot pee in me. That means like in my vagina, in my butt, in my mouth. Okay. You cannot pee in me. That's like a hard no.
I don't disagree. I'm not a piss guy. I'm not a foot guy personally. I have no ill will towards them, but it's not my thing. But the mouth thing, I understand why it would be really, really gross if you weren't into piss. But if you're not swallowing it, is there anything like dirty about that there?
No, it's just mental.
Sure. It's just gross.
Like for me, it's like completely like a mental thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like, because I know what it is. Like even if you drank gallons of water, like I still know.
Yeah. You still know it's piss. Yeah. No, you didn't trick me. That's in fact piss.
I know where it's coming from. Yeah.
We won't delve too deeply, but I have to ask, in terms of spreading your wings in this industry, that's not the right thing. Spreading your seeds, maybe. That even sounds dirtier.
I have like a PR, like OnlyFans management team that helps me out. Okay. And they like had an idea that I like start like a MILF round table. Like I do my own podcast. Okay. The face of the company, he doesn't want to be the face of the podcast anymore. So He wants me to like take over for him. And I will say I had a lot of fun. It was kind of spur of the moment. So I was just trying to like, when I was asking her questions, I was like, okay, what are things that people ask me?
Okay.
So that's kind of like what I went by. Like I was not as prepared as you are right now.
Oh, I'm not very prepared either. I mean, I have questions, but so let me say, having done this for a long time now, I've been at this about 5 years. What is something you recognized that you want to improve? Is it just like research on guests, or did you feel like you were comfortable talking and speaking and hosting?
Comfortable talking and speaking. I feel like I can talk to anybody.
Sure.
I don't know if it's just like being a nurse or like my personality. I don't know. I feel like I could talk to anybody. But I felt like I was starting to like run out of things to talk about. Right?
You start feeling it and you're just kind of like, so I'm like, how's your day going? Pretty good? Yeah. It's nice out, huh?
What are you having for dinner tonight?
Yeah. Hey, the only piece of advice I'll have is create a structure, but then don't be afraid to go off from it and delve into everything deeply. So you were really, really proud of your DP scene that you shot for DP Divas, right? That's really great to hear. Do you want to push that further at all? Do you want to eventually work up? Have you shot a gangbang yet or anything along those lines? Okay, so is that something that's like a plateau or a goal for you to reach?
I would love to do a gangbang.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but I don't want, like, my first gangbang, I want it to be like a set, like a scheduled gangbang. I don't want to do like a regular guy gangbang.
Right, sure. You want like pros.
Yes. Okay.
Right. Now,
maybe sometime down the road, I would be more comfortable doing like the regular guy stuff. But like for my first one and filmed and all of that, no, I want other content creators.
There's two types of gangbangs to me. There's ragdoll girl who enjoys it. It's not like it's, bad. And then there's dominant girl, like you over here, put this in me. Da, 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 da. If you were to shoot one, what would your preference be in that scene?
It'd probably be the ragdoll.
Okay. All right. Are you naturally submissive?
In the bedroom, I am.
Okay.
In the bedroom, I am, because I'm a single woman. I have these 3 boys. I have to be dominant. And I'm a charge nurse. So like when I go to work, like I'm the boss. So I have to be so dominant in every other aspect of my life that when it comes to that I can just like turn the reins over to somebody else. That's what I prefer. Like, you do the thinking. You're in charge. Do whatever you want.
Do you see, I took an old question there and we got a whole like minute and a half, 2 minutes of conversation out of it just by stretching a little bit more from what you said. Yeah. That is how I've always podcasted. It's not great. There are more professional ones than me.
But you've been doing it for how long?
COVID, 2020. Okay. Yeah. But I also, I have a degree in radio and film. I just never did anything with it until then. You do have
one of those voices.
It was so great because I was like always the loser kid in class who was like, Matt, you have a really great idea, but you won't work hard enough to like put it into effect. And I'd be like, yeah, I know. Give me my C. Thank you. I'll continue on because I have a degree in film and radio. But then I got to radio class, which in my head, I was like, it's dead. No one cares about radio. And And the professor was like, you're really good at this. You're just a natural speaker. You're able to converse on the air. And then I immediately was like, well, radio's cool. I mean, it is pretty awesome, I guess. Once I'm good at something, it's a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, and it's something like that you're interested in and you enjoy, then you're going to like put more of yourself into it.
For sure. And that's part of the thing. And that's why I talk to porn stars, is because it's not like I'm married. I have no problem with the guys who really love this and whatever, but I'm not like, the quote unquote gooner type who's like, we started a comedy show, my friend and I, and then we got on a few porn stars, reaching out to them, and then PR companies started reaching out to us. Hey, could we get our person on? We make the side show, comedy show ends. Now we have this interview show. My co-host left and whatever, but I like talking to the best people at what they do. I don't know shit about NASCAR. And if you connected me with a guy who was going to get me the top NASCAR people, I'd sit around for weeks and read all about NASCAR and be able to jump on and go, well, Dale Earnhardt, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Porn stars were my in to people who are at the top of their industry.
Okay.
And I find them fascinating. Mm-hmm. I'm not anti-porn. I love porn. I've,
prior to this, were you like a porn connoisseur?
Yes and no. I'm 37. I've been with my wife since I was 19, know? And yeah, for sure. I grew up in the early 2000s. I had AOL. As soon as you could get some porn, I was watching it. But it's never replaced my sex life or anything like that. But will I sit around and just throw it and kind of watch the camera angles and watch this and that? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And you guys are people are hard workers and the kind of shit. My favorite question is, did you know coming into the sex industry that 5% of your work was going to be having sex and the rest of it was social media management and signing paperwork and talking to your editor and blah, blah, blah? Didn't you think it was going to be a lot more just getting laid?
Thought it was just sex on camera.
Sure.
I thought we set up the camera and we just have sex. But no, it's like, okay, we got to make sure we get this position and that position. And we got to make sure that this angle and that angle. And it's like, it's not even real sex. Like, that's what I tell people that are not in the industry. I'm like, no, it's editing magic that it looks like it just flowed like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is an interesting question for that too. And I only have two more here for you. Because the answers I get from this one from performers is really interesting to me. What is the age girls should be allowed to get into the industry?
The number that pops into my head is 25.
Okay. All right. I've done probably 150 of these so far episodes. I would think porn stars are extroverts who would be get in as soon as you can. I've made a career off of this. Every girl I've interviewed so far, most of them, 90%, have been introverts. Violet Myers, who's got almost 3 million followers. I interviewed her. She's in gangbang. She's in all this crazy. She's like, I am such an introvert. I just want to be quiet and whatever. And then girls who have, by the way, I apologize for putting my hands towards the camera so much. It's just, okay. Girls who got into this industry at 18 and worked it and whatever else, I'll ask them and they'll go 21. And then another woman I spoke to the other day said 25. It's a weird thing because if you're 18 and you could go die in a war, I don't think you should be left from being able to shoot porn, but I also don't want any of those young girls taken advantage of. That's just it.
I feel like at 18, you don't have enough life experience.
Sure.
When I was 18, I thought it was a great idea to have kids and get married.
Sure.
And you know what I mean? You need more life experience.
The problem with the age thing is there are some 18-year-olds, very rare, but there are some 18-year-olds in this industry who have their shit together so much better than I do. And some 40-year-olds who are a fucking wreck and they'll be taken advantage of too.
It's true.
So it's you can't really put an age on it, but if
I don't know if it's so much age as it is life experience.
Sure, but again, some girl that got kicked out of her house at 15, lived homeless for a while, this and that, turns 18. She does have the life experience. Now, again, very rare. Very rare. I get that, too. So, makes sense. Last question, Jen. What is the career goal here? When are you going to reach the top, win all these awards, and stay in this industry for 5 more years and then get out? Do you have a monetary goal you'd like to hit? Are you going to be doing GILF porn at 81 years old? Like, oh, the beautiful Jenn Cameron, GILF.
No, I know. I know for sure. No, that's not going to be me. Honestly, like, I do it for fun because I am still a nurse.
Sure.
So I do it for fun, and I'll keep doing it as long as it's fun. Like,
Gotcha.
Once it stops being fun, I mean, it's like, it's fun and I make money.
Gotcha.
So it's like the best of both worlds. So like once it stops being fun, then yeah.
So let me ask you, I had Kat Karma Orgasmic is an OnlyFans creator, and she's one of my best friends in this industry. She's a total sweetheart. Her and her husband were doing OnlyFans. They did gangbangs and this and that. They would organize them. They were actually losing money because they couldn't edit their stuff fast enough because they had day jobs. They had to quit their day jobs. Could getting to a point in this industry ever replace the nursing? Or do you get something more than money out of it? Like, if I could tell you, if you go full-time into porn, you're going to make 1.5 to 2 times what you would as a nurse. Are you done being a nurse, or do you also get something out of that as well?
No, I really like being a nurse.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so like right now, I would say I spend more time content creating than I do nursing, but I really like being a nurse. I really like making content, and I really like being a nurse.
I think that's beautiful. I do have one more question. I'm sorry, because I keep saying like we have one more. You seem like, and maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong because I saw it on your Twitter. Are you embracing AI whereas so many other creators are like scared of AI?
I am. You know, it's because I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah, you might as well learn the new weapon that's coming out, so you might like have the opportunity to shoot it. Yeah. Yeah,
you Google something now, and it's AI answering your question.
They're always terrible, too. What was the one I saw? My favorite one is, did you see the one that said, they asked Google, is Marlon Brando in Heat, like the movie Heat? And it said, no, Marlon Brando is an actor. Being in heat is something animals do when they are... And it was like, no, Google. I don't think you understood it there. That's fair. Okay.
I don't know. I think AI is happening, and we can either, embrace it and get in while, everybody's learning, or you're going to decide that you're going to embrace it and everybody's so far ahead of you. Like for me, like these reels that everybody's doing on Instagram.
Yeah.
I should have been doing them so long ago.
I know. I have so much content that I've built up, and I have like 12 reels, and it's just like cutting it down small and making sure it makes sense. And then when you do one and you cut it nice and it gets like 17 views, you go, fuck this. I'm never doing this again. I'm going to throw my computer in the fucking trash can.
So uncomfortable making them.
Yeah.
I do. I feel silly.
Yeah.
And I wish that I would have just, I was like, I don't need to do that stuff. I don't need to do safe for work stuff. That's not necessary. But it is, because everybody's losing their Instagram, and
it's all part of it.
It is.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest tonight, Jenn Cameron. You know exactly where you can find her at sexynursejen_VIP. There's 2 N's in Jen. Links to everything in the episode description. Bare minimum, follow the people on Twitter, Instagram, all of that. If you have no money whatsoever, you have to at least follow the people that talk to us. Payday comes around. Boom. You head over to the OF. Oh, man, I'm going to, buy some of that and sign up for this. Then you go to the ManyVids or wherever else they have stuff. Buy some of that. Do whatever. Support the people that come on the show. Otherwise, they stop coming on the show. That's all it is. So, Jen, thank you so much for coming on with me.
No, thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.